Hi Hazel and Azul, it's Grandma Cathy. I am sitting on a very big rock at Silver Lake, and look behind me, there's the lake. And way out there is a little island. And later today I might canoe out there. But right now I'm going to read you a story. It's called An Uncanny Cat Story, and it's from my book of cats. It's called The Cat in the Window. That kind of looks like Milo, doesn't it? Well, this book has lots of different stories about cats for people who love cats, and I do love cats. So I'm going to read you. It's called An Uncanny Cat Story by Melody Carlson. One evening in Springfield, Oregon, a long time ago, a crazed-looking black and white cat showed up at our kitchen door and started clawing furiously on the glass. Because we lived in a rural area with not many neighbors nearby, we were curious about the origins of this strange little feline. Why was it so intent on getting into our house? My husband Chris opened the door and the frantic kitten barreled in. Running in circles and bumping into walls and spinning about, it was obvious that this creature was traumatized by something. Even when our young pet-loving sons Gabe and Luke tried to soothe the kitty, it was like an overwound mechanical toy, unable to stop moving. I began to suspect that the poor animal had been poisoned or something. After a while, we enticed it to drink some milk, and it eventually settled down and fell into a deep sleep. By the next day, our boys had fallen in love with the unexpected feline guest, and the previous night's crazy cat was... Oops, I have to turn the page. The previous night's crazy cat was replaced by a sweetly calm and loving kitty. Never mind that we didn't need another pet. We already had a rehomed terrier named Prince and a big yellow cat named Homer, who adopted us. But Luke claimed the kitty as his own and named him Peppermint. He said it was because the cat's black and white stripes swirled around like peppermint drop. I immediately shortened his name to Pepper because he'd been so peppy when we met him. Since we lived in the country, I assumed that someone had dropped him off to find a good home, and it seemed he definitely had found one now. A couple of days later, I walked to my nearest neighbor's house to pick up some cucumbers and tomatoes that she wanted to share from her garden. Cara and I had just finished filling a bag when I noticed her son. Her son's name was Morgan. He was approaching us with a big grin. In his arms was a very familiar-looking black and white kitten. Had Pepper followed us over there? Hey, Morgan. I hear some people. Hey, Morgan, it looks like you found our new kitten. I reached out for Pepper, thinking I would carry him back home. That's our kitten, Clara abruptly informed me. Really? I gave her a doubtful frown and was about to ask why this cat had been eating and sleeping at our house the past few days if it really belonged to her. We got him last week from my mom, Clara exclaimed. Dumbfounded, I petted the kitten's head, thanked Clara for the vegetables, and headed for home. Hopefully, I'd come up with a gentle way to break the unfortunate news to my boys that Pepper really belonged to the neighbors.